So let's get to start. I am going to share my screen. Good morning, Lina. I am happy for that. I'm going to share my screen and then that will help us start. People of Preconia, Uganda. Okay. Sorry that you started with the prices. So we have dealt with a couple of things. We'll make a simple review of what we have dealt with. Among the things that we have dealt with is tribe. Rather, yeah, we've been discussing kingdoms, the people of pre-colonial Uganda. So we talked about Buganda Kingdom, and we said it was a very kingdom on the northern shores of Lake Victoria. It broke away from Bunyoro Kitara Empire. It was surrounded by forests and people who practiced agriculture according to the legends. Then we also looked at that legend that suggests that Chintu was the first in Uganda. Factors, we say they had strong leaders, strong army, traded with Arabs, had plenty of food, the coming of Europeans, and then we talked about advantages of kingdom. They promote peace and security, they promote culture, mobilize people for development. So when to disadvantages of kingdoms, we discussed dictatorship. One man has absolute authority. If we are to look at, there was a Mugabe of Ankole who had absolute authority to the extent that he couldn't spit on the ground, that he had to spit in people's mouths, that they can take his saliva. A king, so but such absolute authority. So I left you with questions. I am glad some of you answered, some did not. Who is the current king of Uganda, the language spoken, similarities, and then how are Uganda related to Cameroon Highlands? Those are some of the questions that I left you to deal with. But some of you did not do, some of you did. I am happy for those who did not do, and I want to implore those who did not. I am happy for those who did, but I want to implore those who did not do to try and get time and to do. Ankole Kingdom was one of those kingdoms formed out of bringing together different kingdoms. We shall see the examples of kingdoms were Mpororo, Abuhenji, and Igara. So those are the kingdoms that were brought together to form the Ankole Kingdom way back. And then it got its new name, Ankole Kingdom. So that is one of the kingdoms that we discussed about. Then we had Toro Kingdom. Toro has so many things in common with Bunyoro. Even the language is somehow related, but not the same. So even the language is somehow related, but it's not the same, I repeat. So that is Ankole Kingdom. Then it was rather Toro Kingdom. It was founded by Prince Kaboyo in 1830. And Kaboyo, the founder of Toro Kingdom, was the eldest son of Omukama Chebambe of Bunyoro, Nyamtukura. So the reasons, we gave those reasons, and then, yeah. We went to chiefdom, said chiefdoms are areas that are ruled by chiefs. We looked at, we said popularly in Uganda, we had two major chiefdoms. We had the Busoga chiefdom and the Arul chiefdom. So we wanted to focus on Busoga chiefdom. And Busoga chiefdom, we said it is located in southeastern Uganda, east of Victoria Nile River. The title of the chief was Chavazinga. So we talked about one of the famous Chavazingas there, that is Kadumbura Wilberforce, who later became the first vice president of Uganda. So went to social organization, we said they shared the same totems and taboos. The children belonged to the clan of their fathers. On the side of religion, spirits received much attention. Even now, maybe we need to first discuss some of these things. Clans share the same totems and taboos. So we are going to look at these totems one by one, and we shall know what a totem is, what are taboos. Then the children belong to the clans of their fathers. Here in Uganda, when a couple produces children, they actually belong to the clan of the father. That is the social organization of Uganda. Then on the side of religion, the spirits received much attention. They treasured spirits so much that once a spirit spoke, they could not doubt, they could do everything. And they had different spirits for different things. Rain, Musoka for rain, Manya, Chibuka for what, Dungu for hunting. So they had different spirits, and they kept on varying from one area to another, from one tribe to another, from one ethnic group to another. So that is on the side of religion. They believed in multiple spirits. Traditional religious leaders such as rainmakers, medicine men, and fortune tellers got a lot of respect. So the rainmakers, there was people in the society that were regarded to be rainmakers. For them, they could control rain. They had powers to control rain. Even the Bachwezi books indicate that the Bachwezi had power to control rain, to tell it to rain and it would rain, to tell it to stop and it would stop. So in the traditional religious leaders in that before the pre-colonial Uganda, there was a class of people called the rainmakers. Just to help you know that I am a Christian, so medicine men, they are those people who used to go and get medicine for others. So those people were respected, and fortune tellers. Even up now, all these categories are there, only that people are advancing towards Christianity, Islamic religion, and they believe more in God than these other mediums. So fortune tellers, people would go to the fortune teller and they tell them, be careful, you get this, you will be careful, do this, this you will get. And then they would even go and ask, I want to start this business, is it okay? And then the fortune teller would tell, no, don't start or start. So those fortune tellers used to get a lot of respect because of what they had or what they were able to do. Then education was received through stories. Everything, they used to pass on knowledge from one generation to another through stories. They would tell you stories of how things happened, and then you also transfer that story to the little ones, and the little ones transfer to their little ones. So that's how knowledge was passed on from one generation to another. They didn't have schools. They had language. Every community had a language, they had names, they had customs, they had clans, they had totems, they had values, and they had games. I don't think someone can tell you, my name, what is your name? My name is Opi, and then you ask them, which tribe, which totem are you? It would be ridiculous. It would be ridiculous. So the family was a basic unit of social organization in all societies. So families were treasured. That's why we have the sayings like charity begins at home. So they treasured families so much. So those are some of the economic, rather social organization that we didn't get time to go through very well last time, and I believe we needed to. So we have here economic development. That one, I think we did very well, and those who were here understood very well. So I don't know whether there is anyone with a question before we continue. If you have a question, you can ask so that we know what someone has asked. Teacher, do we have those powers even now? The truth is, yes. Do people still believe in African traditional society, religion, the ATR? The answer is yes. They are a group of people who believe that their powers are in shrines, and they go there. So it depends on what you believe, but God hates things. But the truth is, they are there. Anyone else with a question before we get into something different for today? Not actually so different, but in the same line. I want to allow you to ask questions. You raise the hand. Okay. It seems there are no questions. So those witch doctors and are there, and they have. So what is a totem? A totem is an animal. Before. Maybe before. What is a totem? Everyone, maybe you give me answers. What is a totem? You can raise your hands and I pick you up. You tell us the answers. If you know the answer. Totem. What is a totem? I believe totems are taught in P3, P4, P5. Lena's got an answer. I want many people raising the hand so that we can. Lena is one. Someone else? Okay. Let's have Lena. Lena, unmute and you tell us what you think is a totem.
A totem is a bird, animal, or plant that is highly respected by a clan.
Good, good. That is good. Thank you, Lena. Shamadi and Sharon, your hand was up. I don't know whose. Sharon? Totem is an animal. Okay, that is it. A totem is an animal. It can be a bird. It can be a plant or any other object that is highly respected by a clan. So these totems help people to identify themselves. You don't know how someone would feel if they discover that you all have the same totem, even when you find them elsewhere. So you will see that there is a bond that is created between these two people because they have discovered that they are of the same totem. So a totem is an animal, a bird, plant, or any other object that is highly respected by a clan. It is a clan symbol. It identifies this clan from other clans. Do we have totems? Yes. Even the Batoro have totems. Even the Baganda have totems. The Basoga have got totems. I don't know about the Langi, but if it is there, then let's write our totems in the chat. Everyone with his or her totem. May I see your totems? I am waiting for answers. Totems. You just write your totem. A cob. Cob does not have B, rather E. Okay. Rihanna or Raihana. Raihana, yes, Raihana, E is not there. Jovian and Abigail, please write your totem. All of us, let's put our totems if we know them. Lynette, do you know your totem?
No.
Is mommy home?
Yes.
Find out from mommy. Mommy, what is my totem? If you have. Yes, Stuart. Thank you. Elephant. This one using fire tablet. Ngavi, Nyamurunga, spotted cow, and te. Is that the spotted? Okay. So you don't touch it? Lina, you don't touch a cow. I don't know if I have one. So Shamadi, you need to get to know whether you have one. These are key things that you need to find out about with your mother or father. You tell them, today we're learning about totems. Which totem are we? Because I understand you may not have the same totem with your mother. It is actually not possible. Your mother should be of the different totem with you. Ngavi, this is TB. I don't know. I don't have any totem. Lucky. Okay. But I believe you have. Nasha, do you have totems? Nasha? Is Nasha on the call? Okay, so all of us who don't know whether we have totems, let's not assume. Let's find out from our parents. Okay, that will help us. So clan members do not eat, destroy, or kill a totem of their clan. So like people have given Ngavi, the cob, antelope, whatever. So if they happen to catch it, for you don't need to, you don't eat it. Those are the values. I don't know what happens when you eat it, but your clan says you are not supposed to eat your totem. You are not supposed to touch sometimes, even to destroy or kill it. You're not supposed to kill it because it is your symbol, it is your heritage. It is your heritage. So you're not supposed to tamper with it. It identifies you. So that
Excuse
is
me,
it.
teacher.
Yes, excuse.
My mother said that my totem is Oburunga.
Oburunga.
Yes.
What's that? A plant?
I don't know.
Okay. You'll find out and then we shall discuss when we meet again, okay? Okay, so it is good that we get to know our totems because they help us to identify ourselves, okay? You get to know who you are and yeah. So when they speak of your tribe, you can at least tell. Okay. So let's look at the values. This is something that I really thought about when I was preparing these notes. You see, the reason as to why we have people killing others right now when they are big is because they don't have values. The reason as to why you have people stealing money from hospitals is because they don't have values. The reason as to why you have people bribing others is because they don't have values or they were not taught by their societies to have values. It is very, very dangerous to have a generation that does not have values. You must have values. These are important things. I think we missed that. We believe in life. These are the things we believe in life. Those important things. For me, I don't do this. This is what I stand for. Those important things that we believe in life are values. We have types of values. We have Personal values. As a person, you must have some values that are personal to you. Personally, I have values that I cherish. I know I must speak the truth all the time. I must be honest. That is a value. I cannot come and lie to you. I will be convicted because I cherish that value in my life. Honesty. Being hardworking. We are going to look at those examples. We have family values. At our home, there are things we don't do. Not because we cannot do them, but our values do not accept, do not allow us to do such things. So every family must have its values. Then we have community values. These ones are for the village. There are things you cannot do at a certain village. They will call for a village meeting to shape you, to tell you, no, here we don't do that. Here we don't beat children like that. Here we don't beat wives. Okay? Because the community cherishes some values. So let's look at personal values. Do you have some values? The answer is you must have some values. Yes, Elizabeth, rather Lynette has found her totem. It is a dotted cow. Good. Okay, so dotted, I think dotted.
Excuse me, teacher.
You are excused.
I found that what Ovunga means.
What does it mean?
It's a plant.
It's a plant, eh?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So next time they ask you about your totem, okay, so thank you so much, Lina. We are discussing personal values. Every person, if you are to be a responsible person, you must have values. And these values, you don't adopt them when you are 23 or 25. You must have them from the time you start going to school. For me, I don't do this. For me, I stand for this. So do you have some values? The answer is you must have some values if you want to be a responsible citizen. Which values are those? Let me see your values in the chat. Your personal values, not for the family, but for you as an individual, not for the village, but for you as an individual. May I see some of you giving us their values? Or you've not understood, and I give you for some examples to start with.
Yes.
Okay. So let me just give you some examples of personal values that people cherish. Cleanliness. There are people who cherish cleanliness. They don't want to live in dirty rooms. That is a personal value. They don't want to live in a dirty environment. They cannot pass by a water bottle in the compound, they leave it there. So that is a personal value. Dignity. This is self-respect. I don't do that because I am a girl. I don't do that. That is also a value. You must be able to respect yourself. Dignity. Okay? That dignity is a very, very important value in our societies. Respect. Do you respect others? Do you respect others? You must develop it as a value in you to respect each and everyone. Don't respect only the rich. Don't respect only those who are older than you. Don't respect only those who are brighter than you at school. Don't respect only those who are more beautiful than you. If you consider them, you look at them, you think they are more beautiful. Don't respect only those. It should be your value to respect each and everyone. Don't talk to people rudely. Don't back at people. Answer them with respect. Respect your teachers, your fellow children, your parents, your relatives, your everyone. Respect, because it's a very important value. Helpfulness. Choose to be a person who helps others. Don't be a person who says, I don't care what others go through because after all, I am doing well and it is up to them. Some people have started giving their values. I am happy. Timekeeping, punctuality, that is a very, very key issue. They say Africans don't keep time. For me personally, I have chosen to be a timekeeping person. I don't want to say I will meet you at 10 and I meet you at 10:15. That is not me. So that is a value that I cherish. Timekeeping, braveness. You should face things with boldness, intelligence, do things with excellence. Thank you, Parry. Thank you, Aaron, for braveness. Thank you, Joanna. Humility. Be humble, because you don't know the person you are talking to rudely now will be someone you will need in the future. For you are still young. You still have people to meet in the future. The person you are mistreating today, you will find that person in an office the following day, and you'll be like, wow. Did I meet Joan? Joan, who was poor in class. So you need to be humble. Trust. When somebody tells you something, be a trustworthy person. Be a person who keeps a secret. Don't tell someone and then tell them, don't tell anyone. Why did you tell them in the first place? Don't have some trust. If they tell you, if you borrow money from someone and you tell them, I'll give it to you. If you borrow a book, don't wait for the issues to reach the staff room. Be a trustworthy person. If you say yes, let it be yes. The Bible says that don't swear, because don't swear by heaven, don't swear by earth, don't even swear by your head, because you cannot make one hair black or white. But let your yes be yes and your no be no. If you say, I'll give you money, let it be. Be a trustworthy person. Be honest, speak the truth. The reason as why we are suffering today in this country is because people don't have the value of being honest. They don't speak the truth. They give you 200 million, you say they have given me 50. But I want you to be a person with a difference. Be honest at all times. Let one mean one, let two means two, let the truth be always spoken. And then intelligence, someone is saying humble or humility, helpfulness, politeness, guidance, I appreciate. Kindness, be kind. It costs you nothing to be kind to others. Don't be the person that one is rude. What do you benefit when you are rude? So be a kind person. Speak with kindness. Honor everyone. Thankfulness. Appreciate others for what they have done. Don't be jealousy. The reason as why people do not thank others is because they are jealousy. They think they were supposed to get what the other person got, but yours is coming. So celebrate with those who are celebrating. Mourn with those who are mourning. Gratefulness. If you've got something, be grateful. Be grateful for what you have got. That is a personal value. Choose to be grateful. Courage, gratitude, listening to others. Jose, that is a very good value. Don't always be the one speaking. You be a listening ear. Try to listen to others before you start speaking. Okay? Don't be the one speaking all the time. I want this, I want this, I want this. No, you also listen to others and get to know what they want. And when you get to know what they want, please respect that. Try to give it to them if you can afford it. Respect. Thank you so much for those values. Now, I was reading a book of recent. I've just concluded it. It was written by the son to a prominent author. So this book is 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens. I believe many of us are teens or we are slightly below teens. But if you have these values, write them on a piece of paper, pin them in your bedroom, pin them in your bedroom, pin them where you have the mirror, so that every time you look, you say, I am an honest person. So it will help you to remember that you are supposed to speak the truth all the time. I am hardworking. It will, every time you feel like you want to get relaxed, you want to sleep, and because you will be reminded that you stand for hardworking, being hardworking. So write the values, on a piece of paper, design, put them in a frame, and pin them in your bedroom, in your dressing room, so that you'll be reminded of what you stand for. So other personal values, we have discussed them: trustworthiness, patience, sharing, honesty. So if we can do that, our country will be having a very good generation, not this perverse generation. Okay, these ones are family values: respect. You find some families, they people who come at home. You cannot just be, for me, I'm going to my bath, man. You have learned that accent because you have gone to school, you are in P6, and for me, I'm going to sleep. I don't want to talk to anyone. You have visitors at home, for God's sake. You have to greet them. You have to show respect, God-fearing. You cannot be a child in P5 and you say, for me, I don't go to church, I don't go to a mosque. Where do you go? You must have a value of being a God-fearing child. Okay? Confident, not wasting. Yes, there are some people who are wasteful, for God's sake. They give you a plate of food and you only pick a few things and then you leave. They pour, you come back and demand for more. They give you, you pour. So for God's sake, you don't need to be wasteful, because you wake up one day and you don't have what you have right now. So because you have those values, you will appreciate. So God-fearing, we have trust, we have hardworking. There are families that cherish the value of being hardworking. They don't allow you to sleep up too late. You don't need to sleep up too late. You sleep up to midday. On a working day, come on, go do something. Go clean the compound. Go mop the house. Go help the maid if you have a maid. Go do something. Go wash your clothes. You cannot sleep up to midday. Laziness is not good. It's a very bad value, because you want to eat and you don't want to work. So and if you don't have what to do, if you don't work and you want to eat, you will still love people, love your mother. I was bothered. The child told me, for me, I don't know what. I don't like my father. For God's sake, he's your father. You should love them. Love them, because that is a value, a family value. You should love them. Love your friends. Don't be a person who hates fault finding. Everyone you see, you find a fault. I don't like him. It does not work well. I don't like her. Her hair is funny. I don't like her. The teeth. Manya the what? The throat. Her waist. For you are a fault finding person. That's not right. You should be a person who appreciates others. Yes, Lynette is very good at mathematics. I am not good at mathematics. I need to make her my friend so that we can help one another. But when you start saying, that girl, she thinks she's the best, she thinks, you will not appreciate them, and it will always remain at your end. You are the one losing when you don't appreciate others. Appreciate others. Tell them, even when your heart does not agree, let your mouth say it. Agnes, I appreciate you. You were number one in class. Thank you for working hard. But next time I'm going to try my level best. That is humanity. That's what you need to do. Joy and self-reliance. There are some families that teach about self-reliance. Care. You have a brother you don't care about. You have a sister you don't care about. For God's sake, why are you born in the family where you don't care about those people that you are living with? You must care for not only those people in your family, but even others in your village, the old, the young, the disabled. Care for others. Let it be your value. You cannot just pass by when a lame person is carrying stuff and you don't carry for them, you don't help them. These ones are community values. Values for work. They are communities. If you don't work, if you are not working, they'll call you in a village meeting and they tell you, sir, What do? Here we don't entertain laziness. You must work. Law abiding. They cannot accept you to be breaking the law every now and then. Those are community values. Togetherness. You should be together. They always call for those community activities. And then responsibility. You are a child, you don't want to do your responsibility, you want to play from morning up to evening, for God's sake, and you want to eat. So there are values that you must have. You must be a responsible person. If you have work to do the work. Then demand for food. Thereafter, independence. Every family should be independent. We don't want there are communities that don't encourage people to be begging from one neighbor to another. Go dig, go have animals and have what you can rely on. Be independent. Work hard that you may be independent from others. Cooperation. So which values do you cherish? You have them? Good. You are thinking about them? Good. Then try to work on them, work in them. But I want to tell you, you will never have a problem with the community. You will never have a problem with your family, your home, if your personal values are okay. For example, you are hardworking. You know you are honest. You know you are helpful. You will never have a problem with your mother telling you, go wash utensils, go clean the plates, go mop the house, because it is a value in you that I am a hardworking person. Now, let me have people ask questions if they are there. Do you have a question? Do you have a question? You raised a hand. I see one question. Yes, Lynette.
What is the meaning of self-reliance?
The meaning of self-reliance. Self-reliance is more like independence. A person who can, these are two words, self and reliance. Reliance comes from the word rely. Can I rely on you? Can you rely on yourself, Lynette? So do you have that self-reliance? If you say, I am going to do this, can you really do it? That is self-reliance. If your mother tells you to do something, can she rely on you? That is what we call self-reliance. You must be a self-reliant person. You must be able to trust yourself that when I say I will not abuse, that means I will not abuse. You will not come back and say, I don't know what happened to me. Maybe Satan attempted me. Come on. Maybe Satan tempted you. Come on. You must be a self-reliant person. Lynette, have you understood?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Sharom and Shamadi. I don't know who has a question.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes, you are excused.
Excuse me, teacher.
You are excused?
If you don't have a plan, what? If you don't have a plan, what can happen?
If you don't have a clan, there is nothing that will happen to you, Raihana. Personally, where I come from, we don't get clans. We don't have clans, but I exist, so don't get worried, okay?
Yes.
Yes, Shalom. Shalom. Unmute and you speak. Elon.
What does the word cooperation mean?
Cooperation. That is being able to work together, to work with other people. Do you know there are people who do not want to work together with others? So those people are not cooperative, but it's not good. You must be cooperative. You must be able to work with others peacefully. Okay? That is what it means to be cooperative. Have you understood?
I've understood, teacher.
Okay. Shamadi, you had a question, but you put the hand down. Aaron, do you have another question? Your hand is still up.
No.
Okay, let me lower it for you. Okay, thank you. Okay, so that is it. So I want you to, what does independence mean? Independence. Independence means you don't rely on others. I explained this. There are communities, in our communities, there are people who entirely rely on others for their survival. There are communities that cannot accept that. They will tell you, get a job and be able to support your family. That is what independence means. You must be able to support your family. Shantai was also asking the same thing. That is reliance, self-reliance, and I've explained what it means. Lina, let me hope those values are in you: honesty and integrity, standing on the truth. And if they have given you money, you've gone to the shop to buy something, you find that it is cheaper than they thought at home. Don't come at home and you say, Mommy, the packet of salt was at 1,000, yet you found it at 800 because you want to take the 200. That is the integrity we are talking about. You must be a person with integrity. Okay, thank you so much. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. Okay, someone has put something here. How is cooperation different from teamwork? It's not different. Cooperation is more like teamwork. It's not different. It's coming together for the common good, not your personal benefits, but for the benefit of others. If they are saying, we are cleaning the well, why do you hide, for God's sake? Why do you hide? If they are saying, we are we are digging around the road, we are clearing our road, be there, work. That is what cooperation is. Okay, thank you. So let's get ahead. Let's go ahead. Importance of social norms. How are those things important, by the way? The ones that we are talking about, how are they important? How are they important? What are the benefits of having such values, such norms in a community? As you are thinking about the answers and putting them in the chat, the following people: Elon, TB Miss, Nicole, Nakazibwe Ann, Raihana, and Audrey's iPad. Please, we don't have your contacts and we need them. We need your contacts. We cannot trace them on the WhatsApp group because the WhatsApp group has many people. So we want to create a smaller database for you people who attend lessons. So you drop them, drop your numbers here. Those people that I have read: Elon, TB Miss, Nicole, Nakazibwe Ann, Raihana, and Audrey's iPad. Those are the people whose contacts we don't have. So we have examples of social norms or importance of social norms. We have they promote morals and good behavior. I told you the reason as to why we have people stealing from hospitals is because they were not taught. They spent a lot of time studying and they never learned actually what they need to learn. Thank you, those of you who have put their numbers. So let's move back to what we ought to do. social norms, social do's and don'ts promote morals and good behavior. Then they also promote unity among people. Like when they call for cleaning or cleaning of the well, general cleaning of the community where you live, you'll make friends. But communities where people stay in their perimeter walls, they don't get out, people don't know each other, you don't know your neighbor. There are many people who don't know their neighbors. Is there anyone who does not know their neighbors? If you don't know your neighbor, please put up your hand. You share with us why you don't know your neighbor. Good children, we all know our neighbors. That means we involve ourselves in the social norms. Okay, so such things promote or strengthen cultures and relationships. They strengthen our cultures and our relationships. Then they guide people on acceptable standards of the community. You get to know that in our community, we don't do this. In our community, you cannot put on a mini skirt and you walk. That's not acceptable in our community. In our community, you cannot be a boy and you put on a skirt. They will call you, the chairperson will call you, they will call your parents. So you get to know the acceptable standards of the community. And then it develops the sense of belonging. You get to know that this is where I belong, this is who I am, and it is a very, very good thing. Norms practiced by people today. We have naming of children. This is a very serious norm. These norms vary from tribe to tribe, from region to region, from district actually to district, from family to families. There are families or there are tribes where a name is given by the grandfather of the child, the paternal grandfather of the child. When you give birth to a child, you carry them and take them to your grandfather. That culture is there. Then there is a culture where naming of children is done by the parents. Some parents name their children even before they are delivered. Okay, so those are some of the cultures. Like for me, I had the name for my son even before he was born. Marriage is also another norm, and it keeps on varying from one tribe to another. Different tribes have different ways they cherish marriage. Then circumcision, the gishus, the bakonjo. Relationship. What is a relationship? Is the way in which two or more people or groups behave towards each other. Ways in which people interacted with each other, social gatherings such as burial ceremonies, games such as wrestling, harvesting of crops. They interacted during harvesting of crops. They interacted during the worshipping of their gods. They interacted during the buying and selling of commodities. They interacted during hunting of wild animals, during marriage ceremonies. And then communal activities like cleaning water sources and maintaining roads. That's how they interacted. Types of relationships, we have blood relationships. This is father, mother, son, cousins. We have peer relationships, and we have marriage relationships. Peer relationship is a relationship between people of the same age. You come together to do a certain activity. That is a peer relationship. Marriage, marriage, husband and wife, and then social relationship, because we stay together, we stay in the same village. So these are keywords that you need to note. Ethnic group. What is an ethnic group? The definition is there. What is a tribe? The definition there. Why am I giving you these keywords? Because we are finishing this topic. Immigration, migrant, migration, cradleland, totem, custom, they are all there for you. Okay. These are all keywords that you need to learn. Norms, what are norms? These are standards of behavior accepted in society. So I prepared for you an activity of a few numbers that you will do, because we have come to an end of this topic, and you will find time and do these numbers on your own. And when you do, you will forward them for marking. I want to remind you of our product. By the way, today marks the end of the free lessons. Those are the products we have. We have online classes. This includes the teacher-student interaction like we have had in the 3 weeks. Lynette is one of our students. She has enjoyed them from last year, I think. So, yes, Pasco, my brother.
Yes, good morning, teacher. Hello?
Good morning. Yes.
Yeah,
Pasco.
so Odwin's number is missing one number. Could he repeat that? The number he sent 9 digits.
Odwin, your number is missing a digit.
And we have a person, Treasure. Treasure, if he could also send his number.
Treasure has put the number, it is here.
Teacher?
It is here. Yes, please.
This is it, teacher.
You are excused.
Teacher, I am using a different iPad. I use my mom's phone.
You are Treasure.
No, Ketra.
Is the one that has the Odrin.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. I'm just using my brother's iPad.
Are you Treasure?
No.
Are you Treasure? What's your name?
Odwin's what iPad?
Okay, what is your real name?
My real name is Ketra.
Petra.
Yes.